World, there are times in your life when you get one shot to be Superman. There are times in your life when you'll have defining moments. You'll have an opportunity or a problem. And it is totally up to you as to whether you're going to be a superhero or a superhero. And a lot of times, it boils down to actually getting a very clear picture of exactly. And I'm not talking kinda, sorta, ish. I'm talking down to micro details. Your goal. How many digits? How tall? How wide? How long? What color? What's it going to feel like when it's wrapped around your ass? Or how are you going to feel when the pain of regret from not getting off your ass gets wrapped around your head? One of my goals is to keep people who follow me from becoming a sad senior citizen. Sad senior citizens are the ones that didn't look around and make a plan, figure out just exactly why they wanted what they wanted, and then make a plan, work the plan, fix the plan. And they didn't forecast into the future exactly what they wanted. So that when their one shot came along, they recognized it. I say hindsight is 2020. You know, for people that are of faith, let's call it. Has anybody thought about the fact that maybe the big guy made 2020 the year of the pandemic for a reason? Maybe he did that so that the phrase hindsight is 2020 would have a little more effect. Guys, I think for some of us, tiny sight is 2020. And that's where you feel like an ass because you didn't step up and claim what was yours. Grant Cardone, he's got a little ego, but let's get real. The dude's got a plane with his name on the side of it and started with nothing. So he came from a drug addicted world. He's actually on a show called Undercover Billionaire and tells the story of hanging with the wrong crowd, said the wrong thing to the wrong person, and they had a blanket party and screwed him up. Mel Gibson. A lot of people don't know that part of the reason why he's so freaking cute is because they had to have reconstructive surgery to put his face back together after he was beat as a kid. So the reason why I share those stories with you guys is because it doesn't matter what's happened in the past. You have to know exactly what you want. And let's talk about how it wraps around your ass again. If it's a car you want, you need to go sit in the car. Feel the leather wrapped around your body. Get a grip of the steering wheel. Go take mental pictures and also picture pictures. It's going to be freaky the day they figure out how to do virtual reality to the point where they can simulate feelings and smells. That's going to be crazy. The reason why I'm going all into all of this today is because in the very last chunk of the Choose to Win book, he talks about the power of goal setting and to write down exactly who you want to be, what you want to do, or what you want to have. For a lot of people, they go straight to what they want to have. It doesn't work that way. You have to first decide who you want to be. You have to start being that person every single day with that kind of consistency of going, think about it. Think about it. The person you want to be, what would they do? Would they jump out of bed at 4:30 in the morning and go and running? Yeah, as long as they weren't up till 11:30. Quite honestly, the guilt baggage that I'm going to have today because I didn't get up and go running is probably a whole lot worse than the lack of sleep. Now I got to figure out how to fit 45 minutes worth of increased heart rate into my day somewhere else. Now, I'll let myself off the hook a little bit. It was raining this morning. I got a cold thing going on. So I need to shake that off. But back in the day, it was your ass is getting up and you're running 3.5 miles, and it doesn't matter what the weather is. It doesn't matter what time you got home. You're on a schedule. Suck it up, sissy. Who do you want to be? And do you want to wait to be that person until tomorrow? Apparently today, I did want to wait to be that person. Apparently in this situation, at least until a little bit later in the day, maybe when it's not raining. I can't call anybody at 4:30 in the morning. Well, let me say I shouldn't, other than whoever called me at freaking quarter after 11 last night. What were they thinking? And it'll be fun to find out if it's somebody that I don't like, because then I will be calling them at 4:30 in the morning every day for a while. There's fair.
You should not have done that.
I didn't yet.
No, no,
They
no.
call.
I'm talking about the guy.
Oh, well, see, the thing is it could have been somebody calling back, and it could have been somebody that worked second shift. They might have gotten their vehicle and, well, who the hell's this called me 3 times? Maybe it's important. I should call them. So I'll let them off the hook with a little compassionate curiosity till I find out what's going on. But if they're just being a wiener, fair's fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, guys, you got to think about this shit. Everybody's like, tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Look, there, tomorrow is not on your calendar. If you don't worry about doing it today, the tomorrow you dream of will never come. And there are some situations where you're better off just making the decision something's not happening because you don't want it that bad. After Tom Ziegler outlines what you should be thinking about as far as your goals, he actually goes into the micro detail of why. And if you cannot justify whose life it'll make better, what kind of joy it will bring you, what kind of satisfaction it will bring you, and if you cannot become emotionally charged, yeah, I'll do anything. Yeah, bullshit. You wouldn't do anything or you'd be doing something. I'm not trying to be a dick, guys. Well, let's get real. Until you have that conversation with yourself, some of the things you think you want are never going to happen. So, who do you want to be? It starts there. What are you willing to do day after day after day after day, like you're milking the cows? What kind of seeds are you willing to plant? What kind of fertilizer are you willing to put on your dreams by making sure that you get surrounded by people that are going to inspire you instead of the emotionally and instead of the enthusiasm sucking vampires that some of us are surrounded by? It's convenient that I'm going like this as I'm talking about enthusiasm sucking vampires. I'm playing with a bullet. I don't carry any guns yet. I don't have that license yet. But guys, I want to think about this. Enthusiasm sucking vampires are putting a bullet in your dreams. They're killing you, killing your enthusiasm by telling you can't do it. Should you get fucking mad about somebody trying to kill you? Yeah, I think so. Maybe you can package that and just say, thanks for sharing. Like a sticky note that they're going to put on the outside of your head. That after you think about it, you say, yeah, thanks for sharing. But I choose not to let that in my head. If you do not keep people from getting into your head and killing your dreams, they will stop you from breaking free of being one of the walking dead who have no idea what they want, that are wandering through life in survival mode. What kind of fun is that? Open the prison door and walk out. But let's get real, guys. Think about this one. If you don't know where you want to go when you get out of jail, what's the sense in thinking about asking who's got the key? That's a scary thought. If you don't know where you want to go, you might as well stay in jail because they'll take care of you. They'll make sure you don't go hungry. If you have a critical illness, they'll do their best to keep you comfortable till you die. Some people are going to think that I'm over the edge with that psychology. Other people are going to go, whoa, wow. I actually have the keys to my own prison door in my pocket. And until that you realize that they're in your back pocket and that you sitting on the couch not doing something to change it is irritating the crack of your ass just as bad, or realistically, when that irritation becomes worse than the inconvenience of getting off the couch and making the decision what you will have, regardless of what gets in your way, that's when things will come around. Until you decide who you're willing to be and what you're willing to do to get there. You're wasting your time thinking about what you want to have. And this is kind of convenient because I started out with be, have. Turn this around. You know what you're doing if you don't decide who you're willing to be in order for you to have what you want. That is exactly what you're doing to yourself. So, decide who you want to be, decide what you're willing to do to have what you want. So you don't end up at 1 billion years old going, wow, I really did this to myself. Guys, what they tell you to do is after you decide what you want, who you want to be, what you're willing to do, and what you want to have, that you need to develop a systematic plan. And then you need to take that mental picture that, yeah, I still got a screwed up finger. I'll put it off the screen. Decide who you want to be, what you're willing to do, and what you want to have. And then you want to actually make sure that you review that every morning and every night. Some people are going to say, geez, that sounds a little obsessive. Think about anybody that has gotten a desire into their gut so deep that they can't have a conversation without bringing it up. And my dream and desire is to help people bust out of their jail cell and decide where they want to go and help them figure out what vehicle we need to get them and what kind of gas and how to avoid the detours, how to handle the speed bumps as part of the adventure and smile about it and say it'll make a good story. I know a guy, Carl Jones. He went on vacation. It rained like hell. And I was so impressed at the attitude that he had that it was going to make a good story. That was awesome. Some people know that I'm cranking up an insurance agency. It's been a slow start. There's a lot of water building up behind that dam, people. And I'd like to say that when that dam breaks, it's going to be like a dam taking out a whole bunch of houses. Maybe I could do that because I'm the guy that's going to sell them insurance. So when their house gets wiped out, they got replacement. Of course, that's property and casualty. Anyway, never mind that silliness. This show is not scripted. So what I will say though, is that something did happen to their family. And one of the breadwinners was taken out when that flood went through. They would have money. They would have their income replaced, and they'd be able to make a plan B. Plan A goes to hell, you better have a plan B until you figure out what plan C is, or you will see yourself SOL up a shit creek. And it all starts with the planning phases, guys. This is life insurance and goal setting really are the same thing. Make a plan that has contingency plans in it so that when plan A goes wrong, plan B will work, plan C, D, and E. Because at one time I said if you got 5 contingency plans, you won't get effed. So, guys, I hope that helps. Seriously, decide who you want to be for today. Act as if you're that person that you want to be by doing the things that that person would do so that they could have the things that that person would have. So I'm not wearing a watch. I probably exceeded my time by a lot. I started a little bit late. We're here 7:12. Doesn't matter. Because anybody that gets some of what I put into this show today, it will change their life. I do have to end this with this is not wisdom that I dreamt up. This is wisdom that I stole out of books. But I'm stealing it like an artist, which, by the way, is the title of a book, because I'm taking all the information and putting my twist on it. And I'm going to end with this. Don't let anybody that you don't want to be like give you advice that you listen to about who you deserve to be, what you'll have to do in order to have what you want. No one on this planet has the right to knock you down and slow you down. If you need help, get with me. I may not be able to help you myself, but I've got access to 30,000 coaches around the globe. Somebody knows how to help you through your little mess. Guys, with that note, I hope this helps. I hope that makes you feel like Superman. So you can start being who you deserve to be so that you're willing to do what you can do to have what you deserve to have. With that note, guys, if you don't know what that means, look it up. Hawaii is a clue. Hang loose.